mean, as peaceful as I was, I definitely wanted to wake up. There's no doubt about it. And I think there's a lot to the disposition you go in. If you go in with fear, and that's part of what they counsel you, why they want you emotionally going in as content and happy as you can, because that's how the body works, and if you're tensed up with fear. But so I remember coming out, and I opened my eyes, and the first thing I saw, blurry as all get out, was Kim, and she was crying. And then the first thing I did was I went like this, and because I didn't know if they were going to crack my chest. So they would go in and they would try to repair it with the Da Vinci robot, but he told me plainly, if I can't make it happen, then I'm going to have to crack your chest, and that's just a huge and different deal. So I went over, felt, okay, no bandages, that's good. There's my wife, life's good. And then recovery was fast and easy, and I was, within 3 weeks, I was back at work and working away, and that was behind me. And then it was a decision of, we definitely hadn't definitively said we're going to go do the 7 summits still, or Kili or anything. I discerned on that again. I actually went away on a retreat, and I kept hearing Psalm 24, which has in it this, the man with clean hands and a pure heart is the only one who can ascend the mountain, basically, and that kept playing heavy. And I decided at that retreat that I would actually tell Joey, yep, we're doing Kili, we're back on it, because we just didn't know, I didn't want to set him up that, yeah, we're absolutely doing it. So there was this great moment in church, he had missed Mass while I was at the retreat. So if you miss Mass, you go to Dad in the morning. So we're at the 7 a.m. Mass, kid you not, and I'm thinking, I got to read Joey Psalm 24. And I'm excited for, as soon as Mass is out, to tell him and show him and say, okay, we're doing the mountain. And I swear to God, the responsorial psalm at that Mass was Psalm 24. And I'm like, okay, I'm really supposed to do Kili. This is real.
To me, when I read that about clean hands, it speaks to me about sin. And were there other things? Because you had your faith before you went into surgery. So
yeah.
It's not a story of I almost died and then found God, But it does seem like the surgery did change you in some ways. And if that psalm is speaking to you, it seems like.
Yeah, that's very insightful. Yeah, I was dealing with some work stuff. And it's one of those things where you get in a career that pays the bills, and it pays them well quickly, and never felt like the IT business that I was building and had built was was my permanent home. My business partners and I never really came back all the way from surgery to that business, and I didn't give it my all. And if I'm completely honest, where I was with that business had a lot to do with me never coming back. I didn't like doing the work anymore. I wasn't as effective as I had been. Some major parts of what I brought to the table had fallen away. So there was parts of my business life that just were all a mess. And then there was a moment in time where my business partner walked into my office and said, I got to chat with you about a deal.